So I wanted to make a video talking about a ticket that I received, and I'm just going to lay it out all for you guys. So I received a speeding ticket. I was going 74 in a 65. It was a 70 mile per hour for cars and 65 mile per hour for trucks. When I got the ticket, I was given the option to just pay the ticket up front or take it to court. And I ended up taking it to court, and I got an attorney. It was referred to me by someone, and it was $380 for the attorney. About a couple weeks later, they processed everything in the court with it was a local attorney for the place in Michigan that I received the ticket, and it was reduced from a speeding ticket to a minor fraction of vehicle violation, something like that. It was no points. So the court cost was $120. So in it altogether, it was about $500 for my speeding ticket. But what really got me thinking was, how was I going to respond to this? All right, because the first, impulse that I had was like, oh man, everybody was speeding in there, and you just happened to pick on me. And I'm like, oh well, that's really not the way I want to respond, because that makes me feel like kind of like a victim or anything like that. And so, I got to thinking of how else could I respond, and what other responses that are probably common when people get speeding tickets. And so, some people might get angry, like, oh man, they're just out there, generating revenue, writing tickets and all this. And so that's another way to respond. Some people are really actually scared when they get pulled over by police. And, that's fear. That's another way to respond. I actually ended up finding gratitude, because that's how I like to choose to respond to a lot of things. And it's hard to be a victim when you're, grateful for what's happening. And so I got to thinking, and then I'm like, how can I authentically find gratitude for getting a speeding ticket? Well, this is how I viewed it. I'm like, well, this is a good reminder not to become complacent with safety out on the road. And that's what I'm here to do. What I did is I jeopardized not only my safety, but the safety of the people I was sharing the road with by speeding. Right? And this was the mistake that I made. And then I have to, learn from that mistake and become a safer driver. And so after that, not only was I jeopardizing the safety, I was also jeopardizing my ability to provide a living for my family and myself. Right? That was, reckless drivers and things like that. Those guys get tickets, and then they could, lose their job. And so this was all on the line, and when you're behind the wheel in the moment, you're not thinking about it. You're just cruising down the road, listening to the radio, whatever it might be. But this is some of the consequences of unsafe driving. And so that's how I found the gratitude. I'm like, okay, hey, this is a moment. It's a learning moment, right? I gotta make my mistake, take a good hard look in the mirror and see what I really am putting on the line, and then also change that behavior from there going forward. So this ticket has made me a safer driver, and I'm gonna have a lot more respect for the road now. So just a little food for thought. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay safe out there.